Right now, live at 5.
The Wisconsin DNR shares details on a grass fire that blew through Burnett County.
And in Minnesota, crews were busy over the weekend as multiple grass fires took off up the North Shore. Plus, health experts say young people are driving new COVID outbreaks in some states, but could it be enough for another wave of the pandemic? And later, it's being called a March Madness miracle. CBS3 sports director Kelly Hinseth joins us for a look back at a Minnesota native's buzzer-beating shot.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over Duluth tonight as both Minnesota and Wisconsin have been under high fire risk for the past several days. Dave will join us in just a few minutes to tell us about the potential for some much needed rain in the near forecast. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Wisconsin's governor has declared a state of emergency due to those wildfire risks. The state of emergency issued today allows Governor Evers to mobilize the National Guard's Black Hawk helicopters to help with fire suppression efforts. Evers said nearly the entire state is seeing extreme fire risks and that protecting Wisconsinites from the destructive dangers of wildfires is a top priority. There have already been more than 330 wildfires reported in Wisconsin so far this year, burning more than 1,500 acres. One of those wildfires was in Burnett County, where cleanup is underway after fire scorched 40 acres of land and 3 buildings. The fire broke out Sunday between Siren, Wisconsin and Yellow Lake in Burnett County. CBS3's Emma Quinn got a look at the aftermath today.
Near the intersection of Parita Road and County Road FF here in Webster, Wisconsin, is where a forest fire erupted Sunday afternoon, burning almost everything in its path. According to the Wisconsin DNR, the fire started Sunday afternoon and spread quickly. Officials say roughly 8 DNR trucks responded, including all area fire departments. Officials say this area of Wisconsin sees forest fires typically, but this season the risk is even higher.
This year we've had an elevated risk because of the lack of snowpack and a lot less moisture this spring, so we're expecting an active fire season.
The Minnesota Department of Natural Resources also assisted in efforts to put out the fire. Now, a man we spoke with who was impacted by the forest fire tells us he lost roughly $30,000 worth of uninsured property.
Thank you, Emma. And according to the Wisconsin DNR, another forest fire burned in Burnett County and Bayfield County today. And back here in Minnesota, multiple grass fires along the North Shore this weekend were started by a car. The Silver Bay Police Department shut down a portion of Highway 61 Saturday near Tetagooch State Park. According to crews on scene, the fire burned 45 acres alongside the highway. Police say the fire started from a vehicle spewing hot metal from its exhaust. Fire teams from across the state worked on the ground and in the sky to get the fire fully contained. No injuries were reported. Dave is here for a first check of the weather. Dave, I know a lot of folks are hoping for a little bit of rain to ease this fire risk.
And it does look fairly rainy this week. We get a teaser tonight, which may not do the trick for us, but it's the start of a several-day rainy spell that could hamper and dampen next weekend. The price we have to pay to knock this problem down, perhaps. Here's a live look at the Effie area where we're eyeing up the sky above. I like to look at this shot for approaching weather systems because you get quite a long stretch where we see the clouds increasing right now, and those clouds are associated with the low pressure system that is coming our way, delivering a 40% chance for showers and maybe even thunderstorms tonight. There's a cold front assembling to our northwest that'll slice through the atmosphere overnight tonight, delivering us that chance for the showers and storms. Up north in Minnesota, we may get a trace to about a quarter inch, but some parts of Wisconsin where it's needed could go a quarter to a half. Tonight, low temp around 40 degrees, 40% chance for the thunder. Then a mostly sunny day tomorrow, high of 55. But that's just a bit of a break before another rain chance gets us on Wednesday, and that one could stick. We'll take a look at it in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. The Biden administration is touting increased vaccination numbers in the fight against COVID-19, with more than 3 million doses administered a day. But new infections have increased for the 4th week in a row. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
Standing next to a masked Easter bunny at the White House, President Biden acknowledged those still struggling from the pandemic.
The virus is not gone. And the second year in a row, most will be apart from their families.
The U.S. hit a vaccination record over the weekend with more than 4 million doses administered in a single day, but less than a quarter of the U.S. population is fully vaccinated. The White House COVID response team says new cases have ticked up for the fourth straight week, fueled by young people spreading the more transmissible variant first detected in the UK. It comes as more schools reopen and youth sports resume.
We really want to remain vigilant with regard to the guidance there, as well as testing strategies that could help prevent clusters.
A new CDC study shows just one dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine is around 80% effective at preventing infection. But administration health officials say they're not yet considering a one-shot strategy.
Although we always continue to keep an open mind, we consider the route that we're on now as the best route.
Dr. Anthony Fauci also warns that infection rates may not go down as a result of warmer temperatures during the summer season.
I don't think we should even think about relying on the weather to bail us out of anything we're in right now.
The White House also announced it will soon open 3 more federally run mass vaccination sites in South Carolina, Colorado, and Minnesota. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Today, the CDC released updated cleaning guidance saying the risk of infection from touching a surface is low and that cleaning once a day is usually enough to sufficiently remove the virus. The agency also says spraying disinfectants on outdoor spaces is not necessary, and it discouraged the use of fumigation and electrostatic spraying methods. And that federal vaccine clinic Natalie mentioned will be at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. Governor Tim Walz and FEMA announced the federally supported vaccination site today. Governor Walz pushed to provide additional vaccine doses to Minnesota and serve to protect the most vulnerable and underrepresented populations in the state. 3,000 doses will be available per day for 8 weeks. Those interested should sign up using the state's vaccine connector. More information on directly booking appointments through a call center will be available next week. A major milestone today in Wisconsin's COVID vaccine program. Eligibility is now open to everyone 16 and older. This opening in eligibility comes almost a month sooner than expected. While the demand will continue to outweigh the supply, officials say opening up eligibility allows communities to continue their vaccination pace and schedule appointments. They added providers can and should continue to prioritize previously eligible groups. Governor Evers announced the accelerated timeline last Tuesday, just a day before the Wisconsin Supreme Court struck down his statewide mask mandate. Anyone 16 years and older in Michigan is now eligible for COVID-19 vaccines. The state has passed the halfway point in its goal of vaccinating 70% of its population by the end of the year. Michigan continues to confront a surging case rate that was the highest in the United States over the last 2 weeks. Still to come on Live Local, Live at 5, the Wisconsin National Guard Child and Youth Program is celebrating the month of the military child this month. How you can get involved as we go around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 100 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
Are you interested in working in the construction industry? Hi, I'm Jamie Bird, owner and general manager of Economy Garages USA. This spring, we'll be hiring building, concrete, and excavation crew members to add to our growing company. These full-time positions include health, dental, and life insurance, along with an IRA, on-the-job training, and many other benefits. Visit economygarages.com and check out our employment page for more details.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Welcome to CBS This Morning. We have a lot of news today.
Watch Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel on CBS This Morning. Weekday mornings only on CBS.
If it's important to our nation,
the country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
It's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over the Twin Ports Interchange project. And be sure to note, if your commute takes you through the area, the intersection of Piedmont Avenue and West 1st Street will close through May. Southbound I-35 traffic will be single lane from Garfield Avenue to 27th Avenue West into October. As more closures happen, we will be sure to keep you up to date. And Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. A local book fair goes virtual this year, and an upcoming meeting will provide updates about historic Old Central High School. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Wisconsin tonight, where the National Guard Child and Youth Program is celebrating the month of the military child with a series of virtual events. The theme for this year's event is Being Your Own Superhero. They will be hosting 8 events throughout the month that will help kids learn how to turn their feelings into superpowers and find their inner hero. Most events are free, and kids can sign up for as many as they would like. The Child and Youth Program also announced that registration is open for its annual Badger Youth Camp this summer. Next, we head over to Bayfield, Wisconsin, where tonight the annual book fair is underway. The elementary and middle schools are hosting the annual Scholastic Book Fair virtually this year. The virtual shopping center also features interactive games and curated reading lists for students. Any book orders over $25 will ship for free to families, and each purchase helps support the school system. The fair runs until April 18th. Next, we are in Duluth, where planning is underway for historic Old Central High School next Wednesday, the 14th at 5 p.m. Saturday, properties and city staff will be hosting a meeting to share plans for the building. The plan is to renovate the building into more than 120 rental units. They plan to leave the outside of the building largely as is to preserve the important local landmark. The inside will receive a massive overhaul of updates for modern living. The building is expected to be ready for move-in fall of 2022, and you can find out more on zenithdchs.com. And finally, we head to Ely, where the community is mourning the loss of a man known for his free spirit and musical talents. Earl Belinsky died over the weekend. He was a member of the Electras, an Ely band of the 60s that put out a couple of regional hit records before the Vietnam War split the group up. The Electras were inducted into the Mid-America Music Hall of Fame in 2010. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. And still to come on Live at 5, the trial continued today for former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. What we learned today after the break.
57 was our high temperature today, and that may be just enough added warmth to help lift up a couple of thunderstorms tonight. We have a 40% rain chance coming our way, and more for the week ahead. We'll talk about the 7-day forecast coming up after this break.
COVID-19 vaccines are bringing hope and questions. This is why we're bringing understanding to the challenge of vaccinating America. Ongoing coverage on CBS News.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Pack is handcrafted for every lifestyle, making memories since 1882. In store at 365 Canal Park Drive or online at DuluthPack.com.
For over 20 years, Breeze Roofing has been totally dedicated to getting the job done right, and done right now. We pride ourselves on being the highest quality exterior remodelers in the area. Call Breeze for all your roofing needs.
At MediaCom, we know the future is ours to create. That's why we built an incredibly advanced fiber-powered network. So today, when lives are being challenged more than ever, we're working harder than ever to help families move forward, businesses restart, and our communities get back on their feet. MediaCom is up for this challenge. Our network is ready, our people are powerful, and we won't back down.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Get your Bennington pontoon at RJ Sport and Cycle.
Coming up tonight, a grass fire blew through Burnett County. We have all the details.
There's a low pressure system right on our doorstep. It wants to bring us a thunderstorm chance tonight. I'll talk about the odds of payoff
tonight at 6 on CBS3. CBS3 weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Spring around here sure is a long, drawn-out process. It's moving a little faster this year, so let's take a look at what's happening today on Lake Nichols up there near Canyon and just south of Cotton. Our friend Bobby Perkla, who lives there, says ice out is imminent. Sent us this picture. That is the ice cover all broken up into little tiny ice cubes. She also showed a little video where that's just undulating and rolling. And so we've crystallized the ice. It's probably going to drift away. Tomorrow we can consider ice out on Nichols, though I've heard from up north places like Vermilion and Chagwa still iced up fairly well. But warmer temperatures will help melt that ice away as well. And with warmer temperatures coming in, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, we have the trigger, the lift, the oomph to help create some thunderstorms tonight, which we'll talk about after these current conditions from the airport in Duluth. It's 52 degrees, 50% for the relative humidity, east wind 11 miles per hour. Easterly wind is usually a sign of an approaching low pressure system. And 29.67 inches of mercury is our barometric pressure, 1,005 millibars. That is on the lower side, another good sign that there's a low pressure system right on our doorstep to bring us a 40% chance for rain overnight tonight. Now, temperature-wise, thanks to that easterly wind, we've got some cooler by the lake conditions. La Pointe only 45, Ashland 47, but 77 for Watersmeet and Ironwood. It hit 80 down towards Hayward, 79 Solon Springs, but only 42 degrees in certain neighborhoods of Superior. North Shore numbers 40s and 50s. Cloquet, Moose Lake 40s and 50s, but you get into Minnesota inland-wise here, 60s in Ely, close to 70 Hibbing, 74 Grand Rapids. Fuel, lift for the thunderstorms tonight. Some of them could be severe. We've got an occluded front coming our way with the center of low pressure up in Canada, and right now along that frontal boundary we see showers perking up here and a line of slightly heavier showers in parts of St. Louis County and a couple of cells of thunderstorms already popping up from Lake Vermilion over towards Bear Island and into the Babbitt area. Well, 40% chance the rest of us will follow suit as the night goes on. And we do need this rain, and this isn't the only low pressure system for the week ahead. We have this one tonight, a break in the action for Tuesday, but then once we get into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday, these two lows keep the clouds up and the rain chances going. Now this first round, let's see what it'll do for us rain-wise, keeping in mind that these models are always changing. For Minnesota by tomorrow morning, maybe not that much, a trace to a quarter of an inch, but parts of northern Wisconsin could go towards the half-inch range, especially from Solon Springs down to Spooner. Tonight, Minnesota temperatures, they will fall into the 30s for some places. They'll go 33 up north to 42 down south. 40% chance for the rain and the thunder. 40% chance in Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with low temps there, 40 to 45. Tomorrow's high temps, mid-50s for Wisconsin and the UP, and mostly sunny conditions return, at least for a little while. Mostly sunny in Minnesota, too, with highs in the 50s inland and closer to the 40s for the North Shore. Now, extended forecast shows the second of the three lows gets to us for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 40 to 80% chances of rain. That cloud cover knocks our temps down into the mid-40s for a couple of times. But that's where we're supposed to be this year, Kristen. So from abnormally warmer than normal for some towns today, back to normal with that much-needed rain coming across. And I know we love dry spring-like conditions to get out and enjoy, but we don't want to look cross-eyed at the fire danger all the time. So this will hopefully help.
Yeah, this time of year we do need a good mix to keep everyone safe and
We've
keep
got to
things...
pay the piper, and then we can do our dance later on.
Yes, we sure do. That sunshine sure was nice yesterday, though,
Yeah,
but I'm
it
glad
was
to see a
pretty
little
nice.
rain. Thanks, Dave. The Minneapolis chief of police took the stand today in day 6 of the Derek Chauvin murder trial. Chief Madaria Arredondo fired Chauvin for putting his knee on George Floyd's neck during an arrest last May, and he testified that type of restraint is not allowed by the police department. Femi Redwood has the latest.
The police chief who fired Derek Chauvin the day after he put his knee on George Floyd's neck took the stand Monday. Chief Madaria Arredondo described Minneapolis police officer training and policies, including what it means to de-escalate a situation.
Actually, it can also include seeking community's help in a situation as well.
Prosecutors showed the jury the form Chauvin signed, saying he understood department policies and procedures and would follow them. Arredondo confirmed bystanders have a First Amendment right to record police encounters.
A patrol officer may find it irritating to have a civilian recording their activities. True?
Very true.
Is that obstruction?
It is not.
Jurors also heard from the emergency room doctor who treated Floyd and pronounced him dead.
Did you ever observe at any point in time that his heart was beating on its own?
Not to a degree sufficient to sustain life.
Dr. Bradford Langenfeld testified Floyd died from lack of oxygen or hypoxia.
I felt that at the time, based on the information I had, it was more likely than the other possibilities.
And doctor, is there another name for death by oxygen deficiency?
Asphyxia.
Chauvin's defense countered that oxygen deficiency could be the result of ingesting the opioid fentanyl, which was found in Floyd's body.
And that's one of the reasons ultimately that fentanyl is so dangerous, because it suppresses the respiratory system. Agreed?
The primary reason it is so dangerous.
Last week, paramedics who arrived at the scene of Floyd's arrest testified they could not find a pulse. Femi Redwood, CBS News, New York.
Before testimony resumed today, the judge addressed a report of juror misconduct off camera surrounding a social media post. The judge determined no juror misconduct had occurred. Still to come, a Minnesota native punched Gonzaga's ticket to tonight's big dance over the weekend. Sports director Kelly Hinseth joins us with more after the break.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
Dude, you gonna pick that up? Because there's no poop fairy to do that for you. See? Take these. They're not just poop bags. They're pride bags. Because you're doing the right thing for your neighbors and for the health of the whole watershed. Gotta fly. There's a Chihuahua cranking one out in Leicester right now. There is no poop fairy.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who'll keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-458-9565.
Introducing the Cool Turtle, the ultra-comfortable mask enhancer that creates a protective, cool, and breathable space between your mask and your face. Simply slide under any mask or gaiter and immediately feel the refreshing pocket of air surrounding your face. Cool Turtle's ergonomically designed, soft, comfortable shell immediately reduces mask friction, allowing you to breathe and talk in a comfortable environment.
I can actually breathe. With the Cool Turtle, no more sweating.
It's like I don't even have a mask on.
Call now and get not one, not two, but 3 Cool Turtles for just $10. Order now and we'll send you 2 more Cool Turtles free. No fees, absolutely free. Plus, you can get a 10-pack of 4-ply face masks. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the real Cool Turtle now.
Call 1-800-379-1590. That's 1-800-379-1590 or visit getcoolturtle.com. Order now.
Are you ready to freshen up your spring wardrobe? Then let the stylists at Angie's Closet help you find the perfect clothing or accessories that fit just your style. Want to give your home a new spring look? Angie has you covered with her new home goods collection. Visit Angie's Closet today, located on Tower Avenue.
Truck toppers, lids, liners, and accessories. Northwest Outlet is your truck topper headquarters in the Northland. Northwest Outlet has a large variety of ARE toppers for all makes and models of trucks, foreign or domestic, in all kinds of custom colors and styles and free installation. ARE's smooth, sculptured profiles and tight fit make it hard to see where the cab ends and the topper begins. Beautiful and rugged ARE has the highest quality construction for strength and durability. Northwest Outlet, 1814 Belknap Superior, the store that saves you more.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Welcome back. Tonight is the night as the NCAA Championship crowns a winner. For more on an exciting weekend for a Minnesota native, we're joined by CBS3 Sports Director Kelly Hinseth. Kelly, what a moment that was.
What a moment. Even the novice basketball fans here in the state of Minnesota will remember the name Jalen Suggs. I know I had friends that packed the gyms down at Minnehaha Academy to get a glimpse of the 5-star recruit back when he was in high school.
Gonzaga has time to do something. Suggs for the win. Oh, yes. Unbelievable.
Well, this is Suggs now. You feel old yet? The freshman phenom at Gonzaga had a pair of remarkable plays on Saturday evening, punching the Zags to another Final Four. It's this one that will go down in history. After a near-perfect game between the Zags and UCLA, Suggs threw up a basically half-court shot to avoid double overtime, sending his team to another championship and probably ranking among the top moments of his entire life.
So I've always said a football game, a section championship against Benil St. Margaret my senior year was my greatest sports moment that I've been a part of. The skyrockets above that.
Gonzaga goes for the perfect season tonight right here on CBS. 2 #1 seeds fighting for their one shining moment. Pre-game coverage begins at 7:30. Tip-off is at 8:20. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Lake Superior College is nationally recognized for quality and affordability, offering over 90 programs including career, technical, and general studies for transfer. At LSC, you can start here, save thousands. Apply for free at lsc.edu.
Hello from DBS Repair, your local experts in all things basement-y. Since 2012, we've helped thousands of cabin and homeowners in Minnesota and Wisconsin. We specialize in basement waterproofing, foundation and structural repair, concrete lifting and leveling, whole home energy, nasty crawl spaces, and basement finishing too. If you have a wet basement, moldy crawl space, or sunken concrete, our team of experts have the trusted solutions to help. Call DBS today for all things basement-y.
You don't need a reason to grab the DQ Chicken and Biscuits basket. With 100% all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, warm pepper gravy, and oh yeah, 7 fluffy mini biscuits. But if you do want a reason, mini biscuits turn any meal into a mini celebration all on their own. Hooray for mini biscuits, part of the DQ Chicken and Biscuits basket. DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
For sports are my passion and the love of my life. And when you watch a sportscast, the biggest compliment that I get is that you seem so excited about what you're talking about. And that's not an act for me. Who doesn't want to see someone, you know, deliver their news in a fun way? So if you love it, I love it. You're gonna see the authenticity that I think I bring.
Watch Sports with Kelly Hinson, weeknights on Live Local CBS3. Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Monday evening. Let's take a look back now at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. Well, tonight at 5, we learned more about the state of emergency Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers announced today surrounding a surge of wildfires in the state. The state of emergency issued today allows Governor Evers to mobilize the National Guard's Black Hawk helicopters to help with fire suppression efforts. And coming up tonight at 6, not only is Duluth undergoing some serious road construction, but Superior, Wisconsin has some construction underway as well. Coming up tonight on the CBS3 News at 6, we'll have more details on their $5 million project. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. We'll see you right back here at 6.